Sound check. Sound check. Hi guys, welcome to this new MSI live stream. I'm Johan from MSI and today we're going to unveil our newest gaming monitors. So before we start, I want to let you know that if you have any question about this live stream, you can ask them in the comments in Facebook. My colleague Johan will try to answer these questions, and if you have a really great question, I will handle this in the live stream. And the best questions we will pick and win an Assassin's Creed Origins game code. So keep those questions coming. So gaming monitors. Something new for us. Because MSI, you know MSI have motherboards, of VGA cards, of gaming desktops, notebooks and even gaming gear. But something in this picture was missing, and that was gaming monitors. Because then you have a total setup with total MSI hardware. So total MSI dominance. So today we're proud to show you the new MSI Optix MAG 27CQ, and we will launch the MAG series with 3 new models in December. So we will launch the MAG 24C, we will launch the MAG 27C, and the model I'm going to show you today, the Optix MAG 27CQ. So 3 great gaming monitors, and we'll get back to the technical specs later. But first I want to tell you how about Optix. What is its name? What does it stand for? Well, when you're playing games and use weapons, probably you know that you have some sight or some optics on the guns to show your enemy. So we call this Optix because it will show you the enemy. It's our gaming monitor that will show you your enemy. So that's why we think it's a pretty good gaming name for our monitors. So this is the Optix MAG 27CQ. And you will immediately notice the design of our gaming monitor on this side. And on the packing you will see all the gaming features I will show to you later on in this live stream. On the back side of the packing you will also find the back side of our gaming monitor. And you can also already notice that we have some red LEDs on the back side. So also this I will highlight later in the live stream. What's furthermore on the packing of the gaming monitor is 2 things. On the top side we have instructions on how the monitor is set. We'll show you this later. And you have installation instructions on how to assemble your gaming monitor. And again, all those gaming features I'm going to talk about in this live stream. So we're going to unpack this now, and I'm going to show you what's inside this box when you get your MSI gaming monitor. So when you open this, you will immediately notice all the cables this monitor comes with. So when we unpack this, you'll notice 2 cables. We have a DisplayPort cable to connect your monitor to your gaming PC, and we have HDMI cable. So 2 ways to install your gaming desktop to your monitor. You can also find the power brick, and of course a monitor won't work with power, so pretty pretty important. We can find the stand, the back side. I'll take out of the bubble foil to show it to you. So the stand from the monitor, and this will provide you those installation options I'm going to show you later. And some nice details on the back side, MSI logo. You can find this on all our products. So this will enhance the total experience of MSI products. Put this here. We have manuals. In case you get lost, we have a manual that shows you how to install and operate our gaming monitor. So you can always check this if you're lost. And of course we have a warranty card to check your warranty. And what we find else in the plastic bag is the cable holder. So I install this later. And we find 3 screws. And these screws we need to fasten the foot on the gaming monitor. So also we need this later. So let me get rid of this. What we find more inside the box is, like I just discussed, the foot, because the monitor also needs to stand on something. So this is aluminium design. Oh, I'm breaking it. Not a protection. So aluminium stands to place your monitor on, and we will fasten this to the bottom side of the gaming monitor later. So that's all the accessories in the box, and now I'm going to take out the monitor itself. So it's packed in thick foam to protect your monitor while shipping. So let me remove all this. And I see we have a question a lot of people are asking in the Facebook comments, and that's about the price range. Well, I just told you that we have 3 models we will be launching. And price is always difficult because of depends on your region, on your resellers. But the model will start from $299 to $449 US dollars. But also this always depends on your country, VAT, suppliers. So always check with your local resellers. So I hope this answers a lot of questions from you. So getting further with the unboxing, and now I have the panel here, and you will immediately notice we use a gaming curved panel and a gaming curved monitor. And why we use a curved monitor is that you have more immersion into your gameplay. So with a flat panel, it's just flat and you sit in front of it, and a curved panel makes sure that the gameplay is a little bit directed into your way, so you see more on your screen and you get more immersion into your gameplay. So that's the main reason why we use a curved gaming monitor. And the next thing I want to show you is that we have a nearless borderless design. So let me first get rid of this to show you in detail. You can see on the side that we have a nearless borderless design, and I hope I can, you see it with the light better now. So when you have multiple screens next to each other, it will give a better, better immersion, better picture. Next thing I want to show you is how many connectors there are on the gaming monitor. Because of course it is important for you to know which cables you need to connect your gaming monitor to your gaming device. So when we check here at the bottom, we have 3 connection ports. We have the DVI port, we have HDMI port, we have a display port, we have an audio out, and we have power in, because of course we need power. So basically we have 3 connectors where you can connect your gaming desktop to this. So I think pretty much every gaming desktop you can connect to our monitors. Next part I'm going to show you is the stand. So I have to attach the stand to our gaming monitor. Well, this is pretty simple, but I'm going to use this foam to be a base of my monitor because I don't want to get damaged. So always when you are installing your gaming monitor, place it on a flat surface. So on the back side of the gaming monitor you find 2 iron holes. And also on the stand we'll find 2 iron pins. And these need to connect on the back side of the monitor. And this is pretty simple. You just click it in and you're almost done. The only thing you have to do is to push it, and there's a little button, you can't see it on the camera, there's a little button here on the back side. You need to press it and then it's secured. So in this way the stand is already placed secure to your monitor. So very simple. The next step is to install the foot. And this is simply by using and fasten it with those 3 screws. So you have to place it on the holder. And I'm going to fasten this. So with 3 screws. In the meantime, I see we have a question from Dana Duperies. I hope I pronounce your name correctly. His question is it better to use HDMI or DisplayPort cable? Well, it's a good question. My preference, and I think it's better to use a DisplayPort. Because this monitor has a refresh rate of 144 Hz, and this can only be achieved with a DisplayPort cable. With HDMI you have 120 Hz, so it will be slower. So in this way DisplayPort is better than HDMI. So thanks for your great question, and we will be awarding you with an Assassin's Creed Origins game code. So expect those in a couple of days. So, okay, now the foot is secured. And we remove this. So now the stand is attached to the monitor. And I'm going to show you the 3 options to the adjustable stand we have on the MAG 27CQ. So the first one is that you can adjust the height. So you can simply give it a small push and you can adjust the height of the monitor. I'm going to show you also in detail. So it's pretty simple to change the height of the monitor. The next adjustable part is the swivel. So you can adjust the swivel of this monitor to the setting you want. Also going to show you in detail. And what's also nice is that when you do this, it is possible that you don't know what the correct middle of the monitor is. Well, I hope you can see it, but on the foot, I'll try to show you. No, it's a bit difficult. But here on the foot, there's a little arrow which tells you what exactly the middle is. So you can always reset your gaming monitor to the exact right point. And the last option is the tilt option. So you can tilt the screen a little bit. So you can also find the correct here. Let me show it in detail. So in this way you have 3 options to adjust your gaming monitor to the correct and to your preference. So this is something which is pretty handy if you're gaming for long periods. Next thing, we also have a cable holder. So I'm going to show you this, where to install this. And that's of course on the back side. So you have two holes here on the side, and you simply click this part in to use for cable holder. So if you have your cables here, you can redirect them to the back side and to the back side of your monitor and your table. So in this way you have a clear and clean gaming environment. Like I mentioned before, we have red LEDs on the back side. So I'm going to try and show this for you. So I'm going to turn the monitor. And of course I need power, so let me power this up. And then I hope you can see the power effect of the red LEDs. Okay, so we have connected it to the power now. And I will try to show you the red LEDs. So they are in here in the red stripes, and it's very bright here in the studio. So it's maybe difficult to see, but you can also see it in the picture here. So the red LEDs here will give you that extra gaming look to your gaming monitor and gives it a nice little touch. So I see there's another question that asked on Facebook, a lot of people. The question is the monitor mountable to a wall? Yes, it does. It's wall mountable through the VISA standards. I think it's 75 by 75 millimeters, but you can check this on our project page. And then, of course, you don't use the stand, but you directly attach your monitor to the wall. So yes, it is wall mountable. So that was red LED. Another thing I want to show you is our gaming OSD. And OSD stands for on-screen display. And with this on-screen display, you can change the settings, the color settings, the brightness of this gaming monitor. So therefore I'm going to turn this around and connect it to a PC to show you the gaming on-screen display. So let me connect DisplayPort cable. Okay, so now it's connected. We have to turn it on. Okay. So now it's booted, and what's a nice detail is that our gaming OSD we control by a joystick on the back side of the monitor. So you can find this here, and it's a joystick, so you have 4 directions to do this, and you can press it and that will power up the monitor. So on the other side you can see the OSD, so I'm positioning the monitor so you can see this clearly. Okay. Okay, I hope it's doing. I think it's trying to hide. Yeah, there it is. I was pushing the wrong button. So let me position it a little bit more so you can clearly see this. So this is our on-screen display, gaming display. So in this mode, we have some different preset modes. You can select the colors for your game. So we have the standard mode, we have movie, we have first-person shooter, we have real-time strategy, and we have an eye saver mode. And I really like the eye saver mode because when I'm done working, it's in the evening and it's dark, and then I'm going to play some games. So to save my eyes, literally, you can select eye saver mode, and in this way it will dim the brightness a little bit, as you can see, and it's pretty nice in the evening. So it's really nice to quickly select those configurations. But you can still also set them by yourself, the brightness, the contrast, color temperature, with this on-screen display. So pretty simple. Okay, so that's the gaming OSD, and let me remind you that if you have any questions about our monitors, you can ask them in the comments of Facebook, and the best ones we will select will come in the live stream. I will answer them, and you have a chance on winning an Assassin's Creed Origins game code. So keep those questions coming and we'll try to answer all those questions. So now we talked about the outside of this gaming monitor. It's not only the outside that makes it a gaming monitor, it's also what's in it and its specifications. So I'm going to show you and tell you all about those features that are inside our gaming monitor now. So let me reposition our gaming monitor and connect it to my laptop for some examples. Okay. So the first feature I want to talk to you about is and I mentioned it already before, is our curved gaming monitor. And this is a really great gaming benefit during your gameplay. Because of the curved monitor and the curve, you get more immersion and you have the feeling that you are sucked more into the gameplay you're playing. Because you see more and the gameplay is more directed to you with our curved gaming monitors. So that's one of the greatest features of our Optix MAG series. The next feature I want to talk to you about is our resolution. This type is of this monitor is MAG 27CQ, and this has a WQHD or 4040p or 2K resolution. So this means is that you have more pixels on your screen, so your gameplay will be much more sharper. So that's pretty nice for all those graphical games like Battlefield, Battlefront, or The Witcher. Those games will even look better in a higher resolution. The next thing I want to show you is our 144 Hz refresh rate. So what this does is that it handles a higher amount of images thrown at the gaming monitor. So if you compare this with 60 Hz, for example, 60 Hz only shows 60 frames per second. 144 Hz will show 144 frames per second. So in this way, you have more images, and this will benefit your gaming in a way that animations will go a lot smoother, because you have more images. So another example to show you this, because technical specs are a bit difficult, so very practical. With 60 Hz, you, for example, see 5 pictures of somebody moving. With 144 Hz, you will get a lot more pictures. So in this way, the animation will consist of more images and you will get a much smoother animation. So I also have a video for this, but will show in gameplay what this means. So on the left side, you will see 60 Hz. And those images are not as fast as 144 Hz. So you have more images there, so a racing game with a lot of animation will go a lot faster. So that's the main difference between 60 Hz and 144 Hz. Something that's close to this topic is the response time. And our monitor has a response time of 1 ms MPRT. And what the response time means is the time it takes to the image is loaded on your screen. So with 144 Hz in FPS, it throws all those images at the screen, and it will take only 1 millisecond to load this image on the screen. So in this case, if you have 8 ms, it will take a much longer, and in this way you have chance on multiple images on each other and on a ghosting effect. And what this does to the gameplay, we also have a video to show you the difference. So in this video, I'm here, a little small now. In this video you can see On the left side it's more than 1 ms, and on the right side it is 1 ms. And you will see on the left side the images are a little bit blurry. This is because there are multiple images on each other, so it's not a smooth animation. On the right side we have 1 ms, so it's very sharp. So together with 144 Hz and 1 ms together, you'll get a really smooth animation and a really great gaming performance. So really important. Something gamers also love is to play together or even show their skills and pro skills to their friends. So gaming together or seeing on one monitor. And it's not always difficult. It's always sometimes difficult to see the gameplay with two people on one screen. So we built in a wide viewing angle. And what this means, and I'm going to show you, you now see this picture of a wide viewing angle, and it's good colors and good brightness. So if I swivel the monitor, you can see it's a clear and good image from every side, even on this side. So when you're playing together or when you're showing your gameplay to somebody else, you don't have to sit right in front of it. You can also see it from a different angle. Something what's also very good. And then the last gaming feature we have on our monitors is something for gamers that game in long periods. So for those that love to play Battlefield for hours, that always want to do one more turn in Civilization or in XCOM, or even those raids in World of Warcraft that are like 5 or 6 hours, we have thought of this. We have two features. The first one is less blue light, and the other one is anti-flicker. And those combined together will make sure that your eyes will be safe during this long period of gaming, and you doesn't have eye fatigue. So this will allow you to game for longer periods with less fatigue to your eyes. So those are all the gaming features of this monitor. And I see there's also some questions about the type of panel we're using in our gaming monitor. So let's go to the technical details of the Optix MAG 27CQ. So you can see them here in the screen. So the panel, the 27CQ, uses a 2560 by 1440 resolution. The panel type is VA, and there are a lot of people. There are three major panel types. So TN, VA, and IPS. And some people love TN more, some like IPS more, and we chose for VA panel because we think it's the best of both worlds. You still have perfect color reproduction and still a fast gaming screen for all those fast-paced gaming like shooters or like racing games. So that's why we chose for our VA panel. So yeah, good question. I hope this is answered to all the viewers here. So if you have any other questions, please ask them in the comments from Facebook. The best ones we will select and show you in the live stream. I will answer them, and some we will be awarded with an Assassin's Creed Origins game code. There's one little more advantage to curved gaming monitor, and it's not only that you have more immersion. Well, there's a way to get more immersion, and that's with 3 gaming monitors in a curved position. So in this way, you'll get the ultimate panoramic gaming experience. So this is something I'm going to show you live here, how to set up 3 gaming monitors, how to set this in the settings, and show you 2 games with gameplay on 3 monitors. The first game I'm going to show you is the most discussed game this year, and that's Battlefront 2. The other one will be Dirt 3, to show you also racing game on 3 screens, because it just looks awesome. So I'm going to set this up. So what do I need for this setup? Of course, I need 3 monitors. So this is one. And I'm going to show it. Set it here. And of course, we need the second monitor. And to complete it, we need a third one. And of course, a gaming PC. And we will use the MSI Aegis Ti3. And in this Ti3, we have 2 GPU cards. 2 1080s in SLI, because you need the raw gaming power to make this happen. Because normally you only connect one screen. So when you're gaming, your GPU only has to render one screen. Now with 3 monitors, of course, you need to connect 3 monitors. So 3 outputs, so that will be a lot of your GPU to take in. So that's why we'll be using SLI mode. So let me try and set this all up and connect all the DisplayPort cables. Yeah. So the benefits of having a curved gaming monitor, and let me put this in here, is also, and you can see this from the top side. Let me rearrange this a little bit. So you'll get a perfect curved gaming line. And with a flat monitor, you always have those different angles or where the monitors interact. So in this way you have one nice line for gaming, and that's one of the great benefits of having a curved gaming monitor also. So I'm going to power up all the monitors now. Let me check if everything is connected properly. No, I've got one monitor. Okay, so we only have to wait for the middle one. Oh, try to set this. Okay, so we've connected 3 monitors now, and this is not ready to game on 3 monitors yet, because you have to select those settings in the NVIDIA Control Center to make it a surround view. Because else your game will only play on 1 screen and not on 3 screens. So I'm going to show you how to do this. So I need my mouse. And I'm going to show you the games with a game controller. So I also have to take this. So it's difficult to show this on screen what I'm going to do. So we made screenshots of the NVIDIA Control Center to follow what I'm doing. So I'm starting up the NVIDIA control panel. And you can check at set multiple displays if all the 3 displays are correctly connected. So you will see 3 Optix MAGs 27CQ. So okay, that looks good. Then you go to surround settings, and that's on the 3D settings on the top menu. And in this view, you can select span displays with surround. And here you can select the resolution. So you click on span displays with surround and then click on configure. And then in the next screen you can select the resolution and in which way the monitors need to be positioned. So the monitors get 3 numbers, 1, 3 and 2 in my case in the demo. And we have to select them in the menu. So the middle one is the middle one, etc. So I have to select 3 in the middle, 2 on the right and 1. So I get 1, 3, 2. In the example is 2, 1, 3, but yeah, this can different on how the way the cables are connected to the gaming desktop. So when this is done, you have to check the topology that's here at displays, and we need the setting to 1 times 3 because we have 3 displays in 1 row. For example, if you change this to 3 times 1, you will have 3 displays in a tower. So for gaming, that's a bit strange. Then display, we have to select all those 3 screens. Now we have selected those, and then at the next part you can see the resolution. So the resolution will be 7680 by 1440. So that's 3 times the wave of our monitor. So the maximum kind of resolution, with still a refresh rate of 144 Hz. So that is what we want. And then we click on enable surround. And this will take a few minutes to process because it's a lot of a GPU to take in and calculate the massive resolution we're going to use. So we have to wait for this a few minutes, and you will see when it's ready in the menu it will say disable surround, and then you know it's ready, because at this moment it still say enable surround, so it's still working and setting your resolution. So we have to wait for this a few more minutes. Okay, so it's almost there. Okay, so now it's ready. And we can close the NVIDIA control center. Okay, so now the surround system is optimized, and we have, for example, you also see a wallpaper of our MAG series. So it's ready for gaming. So the first game I want to show you is Battlefront 2. So I'm going to start it up, and we'll be playing with a controller. And let me just quickly adjust this. Okay. Of course, normally you have plenty of time to do this, but yeah, this is live, so I have to change it quickly. So now it's booting up. Or should I say looting up? Okay. So what we need to check is the resolution in the game. So you go to options and video, and you will see our full screen resolution is now at 7680 by 4040. So you can also check the screenshot here, because I don't know if you can see this. So it's a really big resolution, something I don't usually work with those kind of resolutions. So I found it pretty awesome that we have like 7680 resolution. And still you see the refresh rate is 144 Hz. So, ready to game. Okay, so what I'm going to show you is a bit of Starfighter Assault, because this is really great demo to show you on 3 screens. And last week I played this in the office, and I had it set up. I played with 3 monitors. Everybody that was seeing this was, whoa, this is really awesome. So this is something you really have to see how this gameplay looks. And also with the game, already with the loading screen, you see how awesome this is on 3 screens. So we're going to play Thunder. Oh, we already begin. So you see here the big environment, and this is really awesome. You really sucked into the gameplay, and I have the feeling that I'm really flying there in my X-wing to the stars. And I don't know what I have to do. I have to destroy the Imperial defenses. Okay, so I think I have to destroy this. Oh, there's a fighter. So I hope I will not get hit. And I have limited. Okay, I've practiced this in the afternoon, and last time I nearly got destroyed. So I will try to stay a little. I died. I tried to stay a little alive longer, but yeah, too bad. So let's try it again. This time I'm going to play Interceptor. So you see with the planet in the background, and with all the starfighters and battles and laser guns, it really is an awesome effect, and you really feel playing right into the game and sitting into the game. Okay, so maybe I'm not so good at this. I still have a target lock, so I will play this until I get to die. So I hope you have some time, because if I don't die, it will be a long sit here. No, oh no, I'm still alive. I thought I was going to die, but okay. Okay, so now I died again. Okay, so this was Battlefront 2, and what I also want to show you is a racing game. So we're going to quit Battlefront 2, and I see that some people are asking if you can change these monitors to a vertical way, so a portrait mode, so in this way. Well, no, it's not possible, and the reason why this is not possible is because it's a gaming curved monitor. So in this way, it looks great for a curved. But if you tilt it and use it in a portrait mode, yeah, it really looks strange during a game. So that's why our gaming monitors are not able to do this. Okay, so now I'm going to show you Dirt 3. So Dirt 3 is a racing game, and the reason why I show you this is because it's a racing game. You also see the nature on the backside, and you also really have the speed feeling of this game when you're racing. So another example of a great usage of a surround monitor setup. And already with the manual you will see a pretty cool effect. So I'm just going. I have to apologize that I'm really bad at racing games. I never play them. So if I end up in the water somewhere or somewhere in the alongside the road, I've warned you. I've warned you already. So yeah, we can select. Yeah, let's go for the Audi. And of course we want sport. So you're already warned. Don't. Yeah, I'm really bad at the racing game, so sorry about that. I don't know if you can see it, but we have at this moment an FPS from almost 300 on the screen, so that is also pretty nice. And we can also almost start. Okay. So this is a nice level because I can fall in the cliff here, and most of the times this is where I end. So yeah, I hope I can do better this time. So you'll see with the nature, yeah, you see on the right side, the left side, you have a really great immersion with 3 monitors. So let me try something. I'm hold back to invisible walls. Those are always nice. And let's try something I would do. Yeah. Okay, so I died at a racing game. Is how, yeah, that's pretty something, right? Okay. So, yeah, nice. So that is gaming on a surround system. Let me turn off the sound. So that is gaming on a surround system. So pretty nice and a really immersive effect. So I see we have one last question from Kim Larsen. And she was asking, will my 1070 MSI graphics card work with this? Well, it's a very good question, and there are some different answers on this. Because your 1060 will support this, because it has 3 outputs minimum on the graphics card. However, it depends on the game you're going to play on 3 monitors. For example, Dirt, like this, is some older game, so the graphics are not that high as, like, example, Battlefront 2. So it all depends on your game you want to play and the settings you want to play in. So it's some tweaking, and eventually it will always work with 3 monitors, but depends on what you want with FPS. So maybe it's better to have a 1080 graphics card, for example. So thanks for your question. We are going to reward you with an Assassin's Creed Origins game code. So congratulations, we will send it to you in a couple of days. And maybe a good topic to end this live stream is that next week we will be focusing our live stream on upgrading your graphics cards. So if you see those 3 monitors and think, oh, I want that with high FPS, it's a good reason to upgrade your graphics card. So tune in next week to see how we can upgrade our graphics card. I was Johan from MSI. Thank you for watching and have a nice day.